Guys, don't forget to watch our podcast, The Last Broadcast, and let us know if you guys have something interesting to share.
So I believe I am quite spiritually connected, especially to ghosts and the paranormal. I'm not trained in anything psychic, but I often sense things others don't. My mom is what you call a literal witch. Ooh, this is very interesting. She can communicate with spirits in her dreams, although she chose not to. I had past experience with speaking to the dead, but now I'm wondering, are the things I experience just strange coincidence? Or are they ghosts trying to get my attention? Here's a list of what I've been dealing with. One is hearing voices while falling asleep. That is very common because he heard someone say, "Hey," right next to his ear and makes that person jump. And the mom says there are spirits trying to reach out. I mean, like, not trying to be rude to your mama, but no shit lah. Okay, yeah, when you hear something say "hey" or "ha" or "hi," that's very common. That thing wants your attention. Okay, not much on that for K to comment. Okay, number 2, random pain in left forearm. This sounds something juicy. Okay, can you please highlight on this? Because the person says they might sometimes they get a pulsing pain in the left forearm with no clear cause of what happens.
Alright, yeah. Okay, so this is very common. Having some pulsation there could be two ulterior on this thing, two movements, which is number 1. The entity has already went through the body of the person. That's why you are receiving the pulsation through where that particular location that the entity is moving. And number 2, the entity is trying to go into. So there's two ways to look at this. Yep.
Okay, thank you K for that insight. So yes, okay, next one will be itchy feeling at the back of my head. That is also very common. Being watched in a curious way. Okay, this person say often felt like someone is watching me, but not in a threatening way, looking at someone who isn't there. Okay, K, can you please enlighten on this part?
Looking at someone that isn't there. Yes, sometimes we may have that feeling that someone is actually looking at us, but in reality, that object is not there. But if you were to look it into a spiritual way, there are many entities that's actually looking at anyone at any time. But it's just that the feeling that oneself have to actually be having that sort of like knowing that this is actually coming from my senses, knowing that there is something actually behind my back, or there is something actually at the corner of my eyes and stuff like that. And what that is been recorded, or what that is been taken down or note down at whatever that you have actually undergo is something which is real. It's not something which is sort of like we can brush it away. Yep.
Okay, thank you K.
Guys, don't forget to watch our podcast, The Last Broadcast, and let us know if you guys have something interesting to share.